Evening, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Pardon anything being out of sync. Let's see if Streamlabs remembers where it was 2 days ago. It knows where to put the chat room. It's just Streamlabs wants to be just a little bit bigger. Oh, hang on. Maybe nothing was in the same spot. It's close enough. There we go. Oh, what's up, Michael? Glad you made it. And Patrick, yeah, glad you're here. How's it going? How is your Saturday? I was like 85% sure it was Saturday. Michael says, I'm here, kid. Just had a long conversation with an 80-year-old aunt about family shit, the Carols, old friends, and fictions. Ready to go. Lost friends, never count my ass out. Yeah, we're always here. And Patrick says, hope that Michael and myself are doing well. Yeah, doing pretty good. Oh, since we got a regular, quite frankly, yesterday. I won't lie, I was just like a tad bit nervous for Frank. Like Frank is never going to be the type of person where like he misses a few days and then he misses a few more days and then suddenly somebody is messaging for him that he's in the hospital. So like that's not him. He's too healthy for that. I wasn't worried about that, but it's just, he's just like just seems like it's taken him forever to get back on his feet. I was thinking like, what if it's so bad he's got to take Friday off too? I mean, if he had to take it off, he had to take it off. But then I would have been spending the whole weekend worried about him still, like, oh, he wasn't there Friday or Thursday. Now it's the whole weekend. Is he going to be there Monday? I don't know. I was getting a little bit nervous. I'm like checking all the social media, going round and round. I'm looking in Gilded, I'm looking in Twitch, I'm looking at Instagram, I'm checking YouTube, I'm checking Twitter, going round and around like every half an hour, 15 minutes, just to see if there's anything there. And it's like, I don't know. And then he oh goodness, I think he said something in like Gilded, something along the lines of that there would be a show, something like that. I don't remember exactly what was said, but I'm like, well, he said that, but I still don't see a show scheduled on YouTube, so I was checking every 15 minutes. Finally, the show was scheduled. Let me stutter through that sentence and just like there he is. He's okay. He's well enough to talk. Of course, he was going to be a Studio B. Plus, it's like if New York's like here, they've been getting weather. Like we've been getting some snow, and it's been like 5 below 0 during the day. So if New York's like that, he's not going to want to drive in that and be sick on top of it. So like maybe he was just going to go live for an hour at home, but we got almost 2 hour show, so he got through. He made himself laugh at one point, so that he started coughing. He had to stop himself from that. Oh, Patrick, yeah, I said, yeah, fell asleep, so missed the first hour of Frank's show. Yeah, I noticed when he came in too, like, yeah, man, he's here, just like a regular at home show. He was I was expecting the chat room to just be chat MD and just see like 2 hours of like cold remedies. But Frank gets up there. He's listing up every single thing in the book. He's whatever you could take for a cold, he's done it. So he just took one of each and something broke it down. Oh, Jenna, what's up? Glad you made it. So let me do this. It's let's give it about another hour, see what the poll does for the movie to watch for January. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. I already watched that show. That was me. Go live. Okay. I know I've got this saved. somewhere, uh, somewhere. Here we go. The poll for the January movie. If you haven't voted yet, you still got, it's gonna say 95 minutes. That's not right. Let's say about 55 minutes. We'll make this official. Say it after 8 p.m. Eastern time. Well, right now it's doing pretty good. Oh, we've got the Boondock Saints at 44%, Labyrinth at 17%, The Man Who Would Be King at 35%, and Wings at 4% with 48 votes. So thanks to everybody who's voted so far. Let's see. I mean, I could call it now, but I mean, who knows? A few more folks might vote during the show. We'll see what happens with that. Oh, one to go to. Glad you made it. Jenna said, I looked at the movie names and don't recognize any of them. Not voting. Sorry. That's okay. I was thinking, if you don't, even if you're not planning on watching any of the movies, you can still vote for one. There's, I mean, like, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. Like, the poll does not stop you from voting if you're not planning in the future on opening the Tubi app. It doesn't work like that. So if you want to, with that in mind, you can vote for just throw off the numbers, just kind of like a troll vote. It's up to you. It's I understand if you don't want to vote for them, that's cool. But that is something you can do. It's like I don't know what any of these are. D. Just pick one just to f with people. That's cool though. I'm glad we're getting back into the movie thing. If Tubi keeps the movie I want to suggest for February, I've already got one in mind. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. Oh, Wally, glad you made it. Say what's up to Arden if she's over there with you. Cool. And a shout out to Jenna and Wally. So far, they've been donated to the channel. So thank you guys very much for that. I kind of don't know how to act. I don't want to press the issue, the fact that I have Super Chat opened up, but it's kind of like a ha-ha on YouTube's face because YouTube, says you can't be monetized. Wait, no, sorry, Super Chats until something like 500 subscribers. I'm just over 200 and people want to donate to me. So maybe YouTube should think about lowering that number because there are folks with lower sub counts who have friends and people who want to support them. YouTube should consider that. Granted, of course, I would never push their super chat option since they get 30%, but I did, you know what I mean. And Moon Bunny, glad you made it. It's been a cold one, and never let it be said that these apartments are well insulated. Yikes, just making this is the very first time I have ever had the heat on for a show. So if I have to jump up and turn it back down, fine. But I am wearing shorts. I refuse to put on socks. I'm just that stubborn. But I don't want to sit here and sweat in front of you, so I'll find a way to balance it out. It got down to 75, and I was like, seriously, like, okay, is this how hypothermia feels like? I can't be that cold in my own room. Jenny, yes, through YouTube, Buy Me a Coffee is good. Yeah, it's a real good site. And I'm sure with the YouTube payout thing, it would just, say you earn so much in January. Do you have to wait until the middle of February to get that money? What if that is like 100% of your income and you have bills to pay? I don't know. I just hopefully I won't have to find out. But yeah, there are other options to support folks. Of course, all you have to do to support a channel is just watch it and like the videos and have a good time. Dennis says, I keep my house at 73. Yeah. I mean, like, if I felt like maybe, say, putting on a sweater or not a sweater. I don't have any sweaters, to be honest. I've got, like, a long sleeve shirt I could wear. Uh, I don't want to have all that. I don't want to be like Maggie Simpson in the star suit, unable to put my arms down, like falling face first in the snow. Oh, sounds like Patrick saying yes, thanks, Wally. Even though we lost to Newcastle earlier, oh, sounds like his team didn't pull through. Oh no, are all the home teams not doing well? They follow UK football, and then I know nothing about sports. One to go to, yeah, live chat better than top hat chat. Yeah, see, like it starts with top chat because it rhymes with top hat, but the best chat is live chat. Oh, Moon Bunny, love your t-shirt, Nikki. Thank you. I love this shirt. It's my Grace Still Plays, not today, Satan. It's a small. It's quite long for a small. You could wear a belt around it, and it could be a shirt dress that you could not lift your leg in or bend over in, but it just comes down that far. And then I've got a link in the description for that. It's just graystillplays.com. Not affiliated, not sponsored by. I just totally dig his channel and watch it all the time. Speaking of Gray Still Plays, I wanted to mention notifications because the last 2 days, I want to say, it was today, it was yesterday, definitely the last 2 days, what's been happening is he'll upload at 16:01, so 4:01 p.m., but I won't get the notification until 2 minutes later. And I mentioned that just because, what if they start doing that with, quite frankly, on Monday? We're sitting there, the show starts at 7 p.m., but you don't get the notification until 7:02. So I don't know if it's like starting a trend where it's just being 2 minutes late on notifications, but I'm watching that. Oh, damn. Oh, Wally's saying, Nikki, both our teams lost today. We may be sad. Oh, no. I'll have to smoke you out after the show. Oh, Jenna says, I wear vests over my PJ tops. Keeps my body warm. I cut up the arms of old zip ups. Works perfect for me. That sounds like a good idea. Because I prefer a zip up over a pullover. Because then I just got to take my glasses off. And what if it gets my hair all static electricity? I kind of want a sweater now. I never had one younger because I was always fat. So when you're just big like that, you just kind of, what do you get? You wear it for half an hour, then you start sweating and you take it off, put on a t-shirt. And then I've always, because of that, I hate clothes shopping. So it's very difficult for me to get out and clothes shop even at a smaller size. And I don't know how to knit, so it's not like I'm going to sit here and knit my own. Like a green, emerald green sweater. Yeah, that would fly. I'm of the mind that emerald green looks good on everybody. One to go to. Love what Nikki has going on in that really nice shirt. Yeah, it doesn't show, like I've gotten my chest in the camera before. It barely shows, but very thin. It says gray still plays. It's like the thinnest gray. It's just like the outline of the lettering with like a thin line through it, where it says today. You'd have to go to the website to see it. Maybe that's the point. I'd have to when you meet people, they have to get their face in your chest to see the logo. Jenna's asking, can you show us a pic of yourself from years ago? I bet you weren't that heavy. I mean, I was bigger. I was thinking that as far as like older videos of myself, I know I uploaded at least one to Facebook. I think it's still up there. Um, it was part of a longer video that I clipped and then I put it up on YouTube because I was talking about Turn Washington spies. Uh, But I was around, like when I found the show 10 years ago, let's say I was around 125, which for my height, that's not, say, necessarily terrible. For me personally, it would just make my back ache 24/7. And since I don't have much of a chin, if I have extra weight on me, it shows in the face super hard. Like I've still got some extra that just that just won't go away. That's again, I'm not gonna get surgery to look like a freak to get it sucked out. But it's just very a very round, very extra chin situation. That's why I got some loose skin underneath here. It makes my lips fuller. I do have a picture of myself that I took on New Year's Day in 2014 before things fell apart. Um, I didn't look too bad in it, and I do have some other random pictures I took of myself, say around 2015, during like the Anthony Vincent music like times. That's the only time I took selfies. Really, I'm not a selfie taker. Like I look good in those pictures. I'm like I look happy, and I can't look at them because of that, and because I had hair in them. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to find a way to like share it in such a way that I can't see it personally because they hurt my feelings. But just for I guess just to embarrass myself because I was bigger on them. But I swear I had more hair. I had different glasses too. I had different glasses, and then I got the gold ones that you used to see me in before I went to the Netherlands in 2016. That I just got these last year. But I do have some pictures. It's just like nothing from when I was like terribly like gigantic. And I did not take one single picture of myself when I was skinny the first time because I'd hate being on camera. So it never happened. So it's like the same thing, just maybe a little bit up more. My eyes used to open up more before I got hella depressed after Gamer Cat died. Whole face has changed. So it's just again, I would like to show you guys that, but I don't want to say like open up my Twitter and always see it, or open up Instagram and always see it. That thing that'll just make me feel bad. I have thought about that though. I do want to see if I have those videos that we did from Anthony Vincent Music saved somewhere so I can share those. Because what we did do was, um, say like Anthony Vincent did a cover, and then each of us would like choose a part to do, and then would just like lip sync to it, and then another girl edited them all together to make a full video. So from growing up with MTV, of course, you know how to uh, uh, mouth the words to a song, and make eye contact with the camera like you're singing it. And then just for fun, I would do that with songs I already knew, just move with it, see what came out, to see if I could use that later. So like that, I'm great at. It looks like I'm singing. But we would do those. We did those for like a few of Anthony Vincent's covers. So those are out there somewhere. It was fun. I do want to dig those up. We were having a good time. I don't know if they would still be in Anthony Vincent music, if there's a way to scroll all the way back to 10 years ago to find them. I don't know if Facebook works that well. Wily World, yes, said I can't believe you're having Nikki. Yeah, it was out of control. It was about sixth grade, not sixth grade, so first grade. I was about six. That's when I started getting big. So I got my weight in January of '99. I was about 175, and I got to 130 by October of that year. Then 2012, I was 100. I got down to 97 pounds. Didn't quite mean to get down to 97. 99 was fine with me, but the rest was not my choice. And then, like, I didn't get too much bigger. Like, maybe I got up to, possibly 130. I know that's bad. It made my back hurt 24/7. Let's say I stayed around 120, 125, and then at my last job I could not get lower than 110. So that was one of the things. Like if I quit this job, some serious things have to change, including my weight. I was happy at 99 pounds. Let's try it for round two. And I did it. And I had thick, full thick hair in my younger days. Yeah, my hair used to be so it was like kind of greasy too. It was hella thick, and now it's dead. Oh, Patrick, we'll be praying for all of you. Yeah, it does. Thank you. So there's been a lot of crap going on in the U.S. over the last few days, and be careful, friends. They just have to scare people at the start of the new year the same way they scare kids at the end of the school year with school shootings. So that's why you hear about stuff going on right now. It's just fear porn. While the world says I at least have at least I have more hair than Frank. So I think Frank's hair it's just too beautiful for us to comprehend with our human eyes. So we just like maybe it's there, we just can't see it, or it's all underneath his hat. When Bunny says, "I trust our prayers for protection are heard," that's right. Oh, Patrick said, "Been bald since I was 20. Oh, damn. 62 now. Saved loads on shampoo. Yeah." Like, oh, I can't meet you tonight, guys. I'm washing my hair. Wait, what did he say? Sorry, bye. Answer the phone. Oh, hold on. I'm washing my hair. I got soap in my eyes. Hang on. Wait, aren't you bald? Excuse you? No, you'll have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel. Yeah. Notifications. Not cool. Not cool. And at least with gray videos, at least every other time there's like a minute late notification. There's somebody in the comments screaming, "How dare you gatekeep this video for me?" I'm like, I know that's right. Oh, King 40, if Nixter starts taking calls on her show, I will definitely be calling in. Now there is a way to call in. If you go through, you'd have to either go through my Discord or Gilded and get into one of the voice rooms, and then I could talk to you, like have it on my phone, like how we would just voice chat on Discord. But that's a lot of folks seem to not want to have to go through one of those apps to make a phone call. But I do want to have a way to take calls because I know people do want to call in, and that would be fun too, just to hear from people. Google phone number. Oh, hold on. Google. Holy shit! I gotta write that down. Jenna's saying Nikki should get a Google phone number so she can use her mobile phone. Dude, I'm gonna have to look into that when I'm sit off tomorrow. I better get tomorrow off too because the last 2 days off have been fucked up. So this will be the third day off in a row. I better not get interrupted, God damn it. I'm having a good Capricorn. Oh, and it's free. I've got that in my pocket right now. I'll have to definitely look into that. I hope it's got a 69 in the number. Couldn't even finish the sentence before that. It's got to have a 69 in it. You don't understand. Frank, please don't call a phone number unless there's a 69 in it. They won't trust it. That could be anybody. Yeah, goodness. Frank was back in the saddle yesterday, so that was it was a relief for me just knowing he was well enough to do a show, but I'm sure that was a relief for him just sitting there days on end like what am I going to get better? I have something to say to people. Cough, cough, fever, sweat. But he didn't look like run down or anything. He looked good. He didn't look like ragged or like wrecked up or anything. Like his voice wasn't torn up. So it's just I did notice the window open just a crack. So I don't know. Again, that man in temperature. It's either like the sun or like the depths of outer space as far as temperature goes, and there's nothing in between. Oh, Kara, glad you made it. And Beach Chef, glad you're here. Cool, glad to see everybody. And smash the like button if you haven't already. And if there is anybody who has not voted on the poll for the movie for us to watch this month, let me know. I can drop the link to that again for you. And we'll make that official by the end of the show so I can get it tweeted out. But yesterday, before, quite frankly, he went live over on Twitter, not Twitter, sorry, Twitch, playing video games. It was some game he was playing with his daughter, but it was getting too close to showtime for me to look at my phone, and I just was not in the right headspace for it. I was thinking more about like finally getting back into the chat room. Oh, John Rogers, glad you made it. So I just couldn't. I didn't want my eyes to get tired from that, and then have to do. I didn't want my eyes to be tired for the chat room. So I'm like, I can't risk it. It's only 2 days this week. I want to be in just tip top shape as I could. A B Chep saying, tell not to view though. The Wolf Neve YouTube channel. King 40, can I do Caddyshack as a write-in vote? Well, let me write it down. And if it's available on YouTube for free, or if it's on Tubi, then we can watch it. Say it, as long as it's free to watch, then it gets in. No having to like nothing Netflix, nothing you have to pay to view. Here we go. Because I've never seen Caddyshack. I mean, like if I have, it's been so long ago. It was like when I was just a child, so I don't remember it. It's one of those movies like I would have watched it, right? There's like the cute little critter, and I like Bill Murray. Why wouldn't I have? But it's just I don't. It's just been so long. I don't know. Caddyshack. I was just saying, I've already got one movie in mind that's on Tubi. If it's going to be there for next month, but I'm getting ahead of myself, but that's good. So I'm glad that I'm getting into stuff that I'm doing on my channel. So how does that sound? Like I thought of it. It must be a good idea. But yeah, Frank did announce he's going to be doing a lot more with his Twitch channel because he can't upload, quite frankly, there. He can't, simulcast it there because it just has issues with copyright. He's just using it for gaming. So last night, seems like it went on for a few hours. It was just after I went to bed. But Frank was up playing video games. They play Call of Duty, and he's been getting Pickled Gamer in on it. You guys have seen him around here, and quite frankly, and a few other folks Frank does know who games. I don't know if Matt McCat has got in on it, but he does game. And he's really trying to do something like maybe get enough Franklies who game in to do just a Frankly Twitch, stream where like say all of the teams on Call of Duty are just Franklies, and they go and do their thing. I'd be in the chat room so hard watching that. Oh my god. I don't care if it's late. I would stay up to watch that. That would be so much fun. So he's Jenna Dickled Gamer. So that's going to be the thing he's doing starting this year. I hope it goes well. I'm so excited. Wally World says Caddyshack is a classic. John Rogers says it's a good movie. Check the battery. All right, I'll check it again in like 10 minutes. Jenna says, I've been watching Antarctic Doc and started watching Anunnaki stuff. Ooh, that's creepy. I mean, like fun creepy, not like gonna have nightmares creepy. Oh, B-Chap says, trying to shut down the Wolf Neve YouTube channel. He sees attacks on surveillance cameras in Israel and laughs about it. Worthless YouTuber. I say stay away. Ooh, yeah, I'd kind of. Isn't that like you? Because don't go around doing this willy nilly. Only do if it like this is something I do. Like I mentioned before, like if somebody goes into the Frank's chat room talking about his daughter, and I have to block that person. Cases like that, I'll go directly to their channel and report it. Like, you're not talking like a pedophile on my friend's channel about his kid and act like nothing's gonna happen. But like, they do have like options. Some of them are like if a channel is just spamming or encouraging dangerous acts, terrorism. It's got a few different options. I would report them that way. I don't know how many of those it takes to get a channel shut down or if it's even recorded, but I would mark it as such. That's disgusting. Oh, King 40, if you gotta pay for it, I will pay it for you. It's more so, it's so everybody else can watch it. So it's not, if like 50 other people want to watch a movie and it's something on it. I would never do this, but like Disney Plus, then you don't want to get Disney Plus because then if you go to the theme park, which is something else I wouldn't do, they can basically kill you and get away with it because you have an account with them. So, uh, if you're giving Disney your money now, you get what you pay for. Beach up saying a cool, huge Call of Duty gaming series fan here. Nice, yeah. Like shooting games are just fine. Like I played Doom when I was younger, like everybody else. Oh, Max, glad you made it. It's like shooting games are fun. I just have not had the chance to play them in a while. It's fun to watch. Michael says, King, is that an open offer? King 40 said, only for Nixter's show. Okay, yeah, Beach Chap already reported that other channel. All good now. Yeah, that's totally not cool. Just throw my pen on the floor. I threw it on the ground. So Frank shows a clip of some chick walking around this very clean apartment. Like some criminal was, I don't know, like building bombs in there. And suddenly some skank in yoga pants and a full on jacket that only comes to her waist is in there, like pointing around at stuff and like turning around so we get shots of her ass. And she looked like a Russian hooker to me. If your pants are that tight and your jacket's that big, I'm thinking Russian hooker. Don't have anything about the Russians. I'm just saying it's a look. So somebody in the chat room's like, OnlyFans models are reporting the news now. I wish I would have caught their name because I was probably laughing too hard as I wrote that down. King 40, yeah, Disney is creepy. I mean, I grew up on some Disney. That's fine. Show them the old stuff. If you start paying to see like remakes Disney does or any of this Disney Star Wars TV, basically anything new they're putting on Disney Plus, going to the theme parks. What the fuck is wrong with you? Have you been asleep for the last 5 years? Damn straight, Max. Threw it on the ground was a great SNL skit. That's something like it's sort of like a meme everybody says, and I'm like, wait, let me just look this up. And it's like they got the slow motion. There's like a part two that isn't there, but like that's hilarious. Dick in a box will always be hilarious, despite how we feel about Justin Timberlake. Or it's not gay when it's in a three-way. Classic. Michael says, King, I've never been north of Pittsburgh. Is the pizza worth it? Jenna, I have an old movie, Song of the South. Yeah, I would like to see that. I heard it either was on Disney Plus or like they tried to put it on there, but they had to edit it. But then maybe people complained, so it got taken off. Let me write that down too. Yeah, I do want to see that. I like cartoons. It's got a nice song in it. Max said, in a depression, prostitution is common. No thanks. Yeah, you don't know where they've been. And nowadays, you don't know who's had what injected into them. You don't, just don't, you don't know what anybody's done. Full stop. No, thank you. No stranger sex. Jen, yeah, people would have a heart attack today if they saw it LMAO. Like, show Song of the South to a room of, like, woke tards and watch all their heads explode like it's the Kingsman. Brenda, yeah. Brenda, glad you're here. Yeah, weird that adults love that place. Yeah, it is very weird. Because I worked with they were like young, like say, how much younger than me? Like, 5 years younger than me when I was at a couple jobs ago. It's a married couple, no kids, but they wanted to go to Disney because of that Galaxy's Edge, like huge Star Wars fans. That they just had to go. So they went, they had a good time. They told me about it. I'm thinking, I'm glad they had fun, but the prices of things are just absolutely insane. And, what exactly are you paying for? Like, oh, we're going to get our passes so we don't have to wait in line, but you're still waiting in line. It's just, I understand wanting to be surrounded by fantasy. That's why I pointed out that video to you of underneath the Sector 5 plate in Midgar. That feels more real to me than Grand Theft Auto. And I watch Grace play Grand Theft Auto all day, every day. But underneath that plate feels more real than anything else. You're not going to get that feeling in Disney. They can't build Midgar in real life. You can only get that from a video game, and they were video game players. They know, but they were also vaxxers, so it went with the territory. If can't save an NPC. Nice people, but they're doomed. I thought it was funny. I sat down to watch. It was the Marx Brothers A Day at the Races, and before it even starts, there's like this movie contains it was some kind of disclaimer along the lines of something like that this movie shows, say, stereotypes that are no longer acceptable nowadays. I grew up with this movie, so I'm like, okay, whatever. Let me sit through it again. Maybe there's something I missed. Film I watched so much as a kid, I probably almost still have memorized. And it's a longer movie for a Marx Brothers film. It's almost 2 hours long. But I digress. Okay, well, what's in here that would be, a trigger modern people? Let me, view it through that lens a little bit. It didn't ruin my enjoyment of the film, but like, who would take offense to this? Let's see. Is it because black people have jobs? Is that what they don't like? Honestly, what it is, what they probably mean is spoilers. At one point, the fellas have to sneak out of a place because the cops are around, and there's like a bunch of black folks having a good time. It's a dance scene, and so they figure it's like, well, it's nothing but black people. If we look black, they're not going to see us, so they're underneath a wagon, and there's some grease, whatever. That's basically black. It's black and white film, so they rub it on their face so they look black. Except Harpo, he just has half of his face, so black, white. So sorry I ruined that part of the movie for you. But like, is that what they're offended by? Like face paint? Because women wear tons of makeup all the time, and nobody gets offended by that. Michael, yeah, terrible time in the conversation to ask about actual pizza. It's okay, we're not perverts here. Max, Pittsburgh is nicer than Cleveland, but that's about it. Well, yeah, zippity doo dah. Beach up saying, good idea, Max. Heaps of reasons, sexual transmission, diseases from hookers, plus the Holy Scriptures teach not to engage in momentary pleasure. That's true. Michael says, I watch Portnoy pizza reviews sometimes. New Jersey, New Haven, New York. Beach up, yeah. Also illegal substances like overview, intoxication, liquor, drugs as well. Yeah, that too. King 40, yeah, Song of the South hurt Negro feelings, so it got banned, but it's okay for them to disrespect everyone. Get the fuck out of here. I know that's right. Max is saying, hey, in all fairness, send me to a bar at karaoke and I'm loosey goosey. But lately I've strung together church lady celibacy. I'm still a hoe. Sweating like a hoe in church. Oh, Jenna, I bought that bootleg movie off eBay. Nice. Nice. Got to keep that stuff alive. It's part of our history. Don't like it, I guess just leave the damn country. Like we're the only place that had slavery. Like, first of all, like it ended. Oh no, King 40 saying New York pizza ain't what it used to be. There's a place in Lowell, Massachusetts called Queen's Pizza that rivals old days New York pizza. Wow. Michael said, I have good restaurants, graffiti, skate scene, just never went north of Pittsburgh or near New York for good reasons, I think. Yeah. Oh, Beach Chap said, I only liked up to GTA 3, preferred the first two GTAs, though, as enjoyed chucking the cars around and whatnot. Yeah, I don't think I did any missions. I just drove around. Well, I prefer to be on a motorcycle in that game because you can shoot forward rather than having to shoot to the side. And I would just listen to the radio all day, like the whatever, like the rap type station was, because it was early 90s. And then they play their silly commercials. And then you get a car to pick up a hooker, and then like you drive somewhere and it kind of rocks back and forth. It doesn't take very long, and the hooker gets out, you run her over to get your money back. Just screwing around. Max, I'm offended by caked on makeup. So am I. It's like, why are you so insecure, lady? And the funny thing about makeup, this is what fascinates me the most about the Hunger Games, and I've never seen those movies. All I've seen is Elizabeth Banks standing there in those wild costumes and makeup this thick. Because unlike somebody like Lady Gaga, her face cannot handle all of that makeup. This goes for everybody, male or female. This is why trannies look terrible in makeup, because they don't take care of their skin. They just started this year. If you have bad skin and you put makeup on it, it's just going to make it worse. Guys will understand this too. If you have, like, say, a banister that's old, somebody painted it, but so many people have been touching it, there's like chips in it, it's worn down. It should be sanded down and repainted, but it just gets painted over year after year after year. So all those chips and cuts and scrapes are just going to get like look like big old craters. Gets to the point where it's not even smooth anymore. It just feels like braille. It's so bumpy. Imagine that, but skin. That's what bad skin on a woman looks like. So you can tell real quick if she has bad skin, because you're going to see every pore, every bump, every crevice, every smile line, every wrinkle. And especially if she steps into the wrong light, you're going to see it hard. It's going to go from like pretty face to crypt keeper in a second. Like, oh my God, take a bar of soap to that thing. King 40 slavery. It's called work. It's called a job. Yeah, you can't tell some people that. Jenna, I need a full face mask to look good. LOL. Yeah, same. I'm wearing makeup right now. Can you tell? Oh, Brenda, I brought some brow stuff too. I do miss my eyebrows. I know. I wish mine were not so sparse, but again, like if they start going gray, I will have to start coloring them in. I don't want them to completely vanish. I don't think I have the bone structure to not have eyebrows. Moon Bunny, to tell if somebody had the shot. You can tell some people. They don't have to tell you. You can just tell by the things that they are. Say if they're always on TikTok, or if they say voted blue. You can tell about them without asking. However, I would say if you're gonna like be dating somebody, like be direct about it and ask instead of just like waiting for like the signs and symptoms to show up. But on the whole, like especially in the chat room, like if you sit back and watch any, if you just observe things scientifically, you can like find out what you need to know. Or sometimes you can be direct, but you sort of get like a vibe. You know, base people behave one way, NPCs. I did it again. It's tradition. I'm sorry. Son of a. If I wasn't having such a good time. I was reading that chat room bit. Jenna says I wear mascara from time to time. I can't. My eyelashes are just long enough that I would get like the little black like flecks on my glasses, so I can't get black mascara. I can wear clear mascara. Carrie, yeah, caked on makeup never looks good. Yeah, it just it's like it just looked like you're insecure, so you're trying to cover up your bad skin with like a bad paint job. And like it's kind of sad, like because I've seen some girls and I want to compliment, like, wow, you did a real good job on your makeup. Is it because you got to cover up that zit? I can still see it, but you can't talk to people like that because it's rude and they'll think you're a dyke. So that's just out. But I've seen some ladies with like do their makeup really nice, but I don't want them to think I'm hitting on them, so I just don't say anything. And then I think, well, if you have to work that hard on your face, you must be very insecure and you're probably going to be a bitch if I give you a compliment, so I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to fuck you anyway. I don't have to be nice to you. Be a chap, yeah, it's all right to drink alcohol in moderation. That's true. Kara, I'm not a makeup gal either. I suck at it. I used to wear, but like, do the whole face of makeup thing, let's say back in 2000, but I just got out of the habit of it. Then I wasn't working for a while, so I didn't have, money for it, and then just never got back into it. Jenna says, my mom plucked my brows when I was a kid and they never grew back. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I'm starting to think about what Moon Buddy said though. Isn't there, okay, remember that unvaxxed lady and she was saying like people even have to sign some kind of legal form saying that they are not vaccinated because if they are, then they could get into legal trouble? Like something like that. Scott, glad you made it. Yeah, so sand down your face before applying makeup. Exfoliate. Exfoliate. Just get you like I'll get like the apricot scrub, like exfoliate like that. You can do the mask, like guys even know what this is too from American Psycho when he like peels that sheet off of his face. That's a masque. It just you put it on, it dries. You have to let it all dry completely, and then it just peels, takes all of the gunk out of your pores, and you can get the nose strips to get like all that out of your pores too. Drink water. Wash the makeup off your face every night. Don't just not out with a face full of makeup. Cause like, okay, yeah, you'll be fine the next day, but if you make a habit of it, you're gonna gunk up your pores. It's not gonna end well. And moisturize. For the love of the gods, moisturize. Max said, I have a unibrow and bought a TV ad electrolysis thing called Total Perfection at work. You can just get one of those little electric trimmer things and just kind of trim all the extra hairs you want to. I found out I hate to say it that it's kind of easier to pluck eyebrow hairs just because they won't grow back as fast. So it's like if I pull this up now, we'll have to see you again for a couple of weeks. So I'll just like do that. It only really hurts kind of up on the front. Off to the side, not so bad. You get used to it. There's worse pain a girl can go through. It makes me pretty, damn it. Pain is beauty, or beauty is pain. Yeah, beauty is pain. Jenna, the black girls wear huge fake lashes now. Yup. Yeah, it doesn't make them any prettier. Carrie, yeah, a lot of people plucked too much in the 90s. Damn them for making that fashionable. Thinner eyebrows make you look older. And you can tell when somebody does a lot of like drugs, like they'll just be like, say high on painkillers and overpluck their eyebrows. And people have no idea what to do with eyebrows. Do like it kind of comes up, goes across, and then goes down. Like no eyebrows go up and then out. That's because you don't understand how an eyebrow is supposed to be shaped because you're too busy taking uppers and sucking dick. Like, you've got skank eyebrows. King 40 Max, I wish I had a unibrow. Why would you get rid of that? Just draw your own in. Just get a like a black or brown eyebrow pencil. Go for a shade lighter than your hair color. That's the rule. And just draw it in there. Carrie, yeah, there's a pencil for that. B. Chep said, just reminded me of the Steve Gutenberg Police Academy movies. The chief executive officer of the cops was the real villain. Oh no, that's not cool. Okay, this one more world. This is going to be the poll for the movie to watch in January. Pop that in there one more time. Make this final this show. Oh, King 40 says, my late mother owned a beauty salon and constantly hounded me to let her give me a facial. And I was like, Ma, I ain't a fucking broad. It feels nice. It's just like you do like little circular motions and it's very calming. I like what I use. It's the just Pond's. And how that takes off makeup is like you don't have to get anything soapy and watery. It's just the jar. You stick your finger in it, you wipe it on your face. Like I say, like do the circular motions. It's kind of like, like a facial massage. Then you just get a cloth warm with hot water and just wipe it all off. And then when I get all that wiped off, is I'll get the cloth warm again and just lay it on my face. It just feels so good. It only lasts for like a minute or something like that. And then pop in the shower. And then again, I've got Pond's for a moisturizer. It's a facial cream, so it's thicker than a lotion. And this is how I've always applied lotion. This works for me. Otherwise, it's just gonna feel like I've got a layer on my face. So I'll take whatever lotion I'm using, and I'll also have some hot water going. So I'll either get my face wet or put the lotion on, get my fingers wet, and just rub that around my face with that warm water, so that as the water dries, it's absorbing into my skin, and I don't feel like I've got a big greasy layer of film on my face for the whole day. Do that every time you get out of the shower, even in the summertime, and you're going to sweat. I know it feels dumb. It feels stupid. It feels like you're just pouring your money down the drain, but it's better than standing there in the heat, sweating your balls off, and your face feels dry. That's an odd as fuck feeling to have. Avoid that. Cut yourself some slack. Just moisturize. Jenna, my brows are straight across with no arch. Oh, I guess it depends on the face. Like that can work for some people, but it just depends. Like my eyebrows want to make me look like I'm a water sign and just go like super rounded. Like think of Shirley MacLaine in 80 days around the world in 80 days with her just like curves for eyebrows. It's like that. It's so bad. And like men's eyebrows go exactly the same, where women's eyebrows, you got to fix the left one because it'll want to go like this while the other one has a proper angle like that. It's not quite that extreme. I'm just showing you. So like while my left eyebrow just grows in and does everything right, I got to fight with the right one, something fierce. Got to get it shaped right. And like I'm not a fucking water sign. Stop doing the round thing. But that also makes it harder to guess like a woman's sign. Like whereas men don't change anything about their face, women do. So it's easier to look at a guy and be like, he's a Leo. Jenny, yeah, guys get facials and massages. Not the X-rated kind, the PG kind. Brenda, yes, the massaging helps with lymphatic draining. Like especially like if you're just feeling like kind of extra like sinus pressure, like or if you have a cold, you're just like, massaging around your sinuses, the whole, like even your nose, just your whole that like I'll even take it down my neck and then just moisturize, just everything like that. Because you can't use SPF. I was one of those people with using lotion with SPF in it for years, and then I learned from, quite frankly, that's wrong, so I don't do that anymore. Oh, Lisa, glad you made it. Actually, yeah, lots of things in life feel dumb. I think we're dumb. It just it feels dumb to do it at the time, but the results make it not dumb. But like actually going through the motions of it feels stupid, but it does have a payoff. So I guess if it feels dumb, but it gives you good results, it's not dumb. But just you don't have the results yet. You're just like, why am I doing this? Who gave me this advice? Do I trust them? B. Chep saying a massaging the temple area on the side of the head sometimes helps relieve stress and anxiety. Sometimes even soft headaches. Yeah, because if I get a headache, it's more like a cluster headache. So it'll just be like, just say up here, or if it just like it just feels like it's around my eye or those kind of headaches. Not migraines. That's a whole other thing. I used to get terrible migraines when I was younger, but it's not like I was a healthy size or eating healthy food or in a healthy environment. So I'm stressed out all the time, so I'm sure that's what they happened. What caused that? Lisa says she's just sitting down for some me time after 6 Woodshed Halls, Hauls. Holy shit! Yeah, definitely get off your feet. Michael says Nikki and King both have mercy, feeling like I'm tripping today. You're okay. You're all right. King 40. For the record, I am not a Mo. A ho, not a mo. No offense. Michael said roller skating was the shit from the 70s to the 2000s. I remember when rollerblading was a thing, and the oh no, the kids can't rollerblade on stuff, and anti skateboarding and all that kind of stuff. And then they came out with like the shoes with like the wheels like hidden in them. You couldn't even tell they had wheels in them. Oh, Moon Bunny, there you are. If you were wondering, I'm back. I was on the road. Well, get off of the road and get in a car. It's cold outside. I never knew how to rollerblade. I mean, like in theory, I could, but like in practicality, me and I'm lucky I can stand up. So me and gravity do not get along. That just sounds like me falling and not having any Percocet to fix myself. I'm just not that graceful on my feet. I love watching dancers and roller skaters. That like trips me out, like how people can move that way. Like even ballroom dancing. How are you even that coordinated and just that just I cannot wrap my head around it. I'd love to see it, just can't do it. Oh, Jenna, that's so messed up. She says, I ran some errands today and stopped at Dunkin' for a donut. They're almost a bite size now. Such a ripoff. Oh, fuck. Like I said, donut, not a donut hole. The hell? That's sad. I will be craving donuts on and off. So, what is that one? It's like a Polish donut. It's like PAZZKI. I don't even know if that's the real word, but it's like it just looks like pastry. It's like a donut or something like that, or just a pastry. But it's Polish, and then people eat it uh uh Easter, Lent, something like that. I want some of those. I know we're not near Easter. I don't know when that is, but I've been craving donuts. King 40, LMAO Nixter, definitely a hoe. No offense taken. Yeah, I didn't think you would. I meant hoe in a good way. Um, uh, um, Ho. Hold on. Can't see. Oh, nope. I can't type when I'm live. Ho, respectfully, in parentheses. When Bunny said, I got a gyro combo today, 15 bucks. Whoa, it's been years since I've eaten out, and I was shocked. That's insane. That's like sit down restaurant prices. Brenda says, petered out where I am, rather have some snow. Yeah, we got a little bit of snow. You can have it. Max said, I was very good at rollerblading and do love karaoke. Not gay. They've been chasing me forever, but don't buy my books. Yeah, you can do karaoke and not be gay. Jenna, I wanted a Boston cream, but they didn't have any, so I got a glazed. Glazed donuts are so good. Boston cream are good. You can put anything inside of a donut and it's good. I don't know how that works. Oh, ice skating. Goodness, Lisa's saying I need ice skates. It's an ice rink all around my property. Crazy weather here. My neighbor fell and completely, broke her wrist and rolled it backwards. Poor thing. Awful. Oh no. Oh, I hope she gets, I hope it wasn't her dominant hand. That's terrible. Jenny, yeah, prices are terrible, Moon. I haven't been out to a fast food place in a few years now. I'm kind of afraid to go through because I'm not afraid of the prices. I'm afraid of how loud I will laugh when I see the prices. And I don't really need to get stared at that hard in McDonald's. So I just don't, like, I'm not going to go through the drive through and laugh in their face. It's not their fault. Dandy, glad you made it. It's like a jelly donut. They are good. Hell yeah, jelly donut. That's what they're called. Michael, the end of rollerblading was the joke. Telling your parents you're gay. Oh, yeah, I forgot rollerblading was gay. That takes me back. John Rogers, I would like to roller skate one more time. I'm going to go bowling again. There's a bowling alley that's like maybe a 5-minute walk away. I haven't been in there in over 20 years. I'm sure it would hurt, but I was good at bowling. By the time I got to the end of a game, I was warmed up, and then we would have to go. Beach app, heaps of things have went downhill. Bought some clear anti-allergy apparel, fabric softener, and now my clothes smell like medicine in the local dentist clinic. Oh, that sucks. I go for the unscented, not body wash, sorry, but a soap for my clothes too, just because it's. I don't know what chemicals are in those, like the fragrance. Like, I'm not saying I got bad skin or allergies, but getting older is not going to help. And again, like, that's just extra chemicals. I don't like my clothes get just as clean when they come out. They still smell clean. They smell like the unscented stuff, which does, maybe it sounds dumb, but unscented does have a smell. And then I line dry my stuff, so I even have fabric softener. That's unscented as well. It doesn't have to smell like every single fragrance in the world. I don't have to pull it out 3 weeks later and it still smells like it's a commercial. It's not that serious. Brenda, I wish I could still ice skate. I loved it. I kind of wish I knew how to ice skate in case everything just happens to get like glazed over with ice. I could still get to my car. Dandy, I keep the snow. Have about 3 inches here now. Yeah, that's enough snow for the year. King 40 Dunkin' Donuts is garbage now. Michael, we have tons of ice, folks sliding everywhere. Jenna says, yeah, it's been years since I went to Dunkin'. Like, we've got a Dunkin' Donuts with a drive-through a few years ago. King 40 jelly donuts! Hell yeah. With some coffee. Mike, yep, the gays took rollerblading and the rainbow. Yeah, I guess I think of that now. I'm, rollerblading around in their cutoff shorts. Yeah. Lisa, yeah, great to see you all. It seems like last year was the last time we congregated here. It certainly was last month. I've been seeing you guys for year 25 for almost 3 months now. Oh, Dusty Blue, glad you made it. Jenna, I bought the free and clear fabric softener and they smell like petroleum. Cruising, saying to Beach app. Yeah, that's like, I'm trying to think of the brand. It might be Tide. And I bought it a couple years ago, so I'm sure the price has gone up. John Rogers says, bowling is another thing I would like to do. I have my own ball that has only been used twice. See, that's the thing. Getting the right weight of the ball because I don't want to hurt myself. That was before I had carpal tunnel. I could do it though, because once you get your hips to twist right, it goes. I know it's gonna hurt the next day, but if I bowl a good game at the time, I'll feel okay about it. Oh, Brenda said maybe add a little vinegar to the rinse water. Oh yeah. Max said I will still karaoke, but rollerblading is out. Dan, yeah, nice crowd on the balcony tonight. Yeah, definitely. This is the very first time I've had the heat on during a show because it is just that cold. Brenda said, I appreciate you reading comments, Nikki, so I can do stuff and listen but not miss chat. Yeah, I'm glad that you appreciate that. I noticed how much I appreciated that when I went to, because Pickle Gamer was live on December 31st. And then J5000, she was off camera, but she was reading all the comments from like two different rooms. So, like, even if I did look away, I'd still be able to keep up. So, like, to just, like, I'm glad I do it here. I'm glad it kind of got confirmed that it's a good idea to do just by hearing somebody else do it. And I know it's something like, I'm sure if Frank had a smaller room, he would like to be able to read comments, but he's got 6 or 7 chat rooms right now with various amounts of people. So that's kind of impossible to do while reading articles, like, say, with a guest in the room and taking calls. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And it helps to watch these back. When I watch these back, I don't have like the chat room on the screen at the same time, so I can know what folks were saying in the chat room at the time while I'm watching myself back. Like, oh, that's when so and so said that. Cool. John Rogers said, talking about his bowling ball was drilled for his hand. That's awesome. I like bowling. Bowling is one of the oldest sports, period. Like, they had it in ancient Egypt probably before, so it's been around. It's like I wish I could be like do it more often. Like, I don't have to join a bowling league. It would just be, for myself, kind of tricking myself into exercising. Oh, Michael, cool. I'm about to start skateboarding again. Andy Anderson is inspiring me. Does he have a like a skateboarding channel? Max saying Frank was still trying not to cough. It takes a while to get over. It was a nasty virus. Yeah, for him to be that sick and just sweating it all out in a few days. But he's taken literally everything under the sun for a cold and a sore throat and anything. So one of those things had to work. But the part where he made himself laugh and he made himself cough, that he had to stop himself. Jenna, I don't like seeing my comments when rewatching a video. LOL. Wish they weren't there. It does kind of throw me off. If I ever go back and try to watch something that, quite frankly, it's usually on my phone, so it has the chat room right there. So it's very strange to hear. I'll back up a bit. What happens a lot of the time in the chat room is I'll say something, like I think of something, I type it out, I hit enter. I'll look away for a second, I look back at the chat room. Again, I read the words before I read the handle, so I read the words like, oh, that's what I would have said, and then I read the handle like, because I did say that. So that's like just kind of like funny, just having a bad memory, like haha, I get an extra laugh out of the day. But then if I go back and watch a show and the chat room's going along, it weirds me out to like just see my own handle popping up with words I've already said and just like going up the screen like it's a normal show. Like how am I in two places at the same? Like it just. I know how it happens, but to actually see it, like that was me, just blows my mind. It's so much weirder to see that versus seeing myself live. It's I don't know, but I'm like, is that what I said then? And I'm like, I'm glad I said that because watching this back now, I was thinking that. I'm glad I said that. Okay, Nikki, cool, good. We're on the same page. You go, girl. But I thought the same thing twice. It would be terrible if I thought of like say like a better joke that I didn't say. That's why I can't watch the shows back. There you go. No, if I'm not there live, I just don't see it. Michael said, I'm impressed how much Frank responds to chat, actually. I was surprised. What was it? What was yesterday? It was talking about that Bronco that he found with its 85-mile-an-hour speed limit. I'm like, it only goes up to 85, question mark, exclamation point. And Frank noticed my comment. He's like, yeah, Nikki, it only goes up to 85. How are you supposed to go back to the future? And it's, I guess it's not for that. Marty McFly trying to drive a stick shift to get back to the future. What if Marty couldn't drive a stick? There wouldn't have been a Back to the Future. Wow. Canonically, can Marty McFly drive a stick shift? Hold on, because I know there was a whole series of comic books that are basically canon, like discussing how Doc and Marty met. So, like, can Marty McFly drive stick? Could he when he was 16 years old? I don't know. I'm not that deep into the lore. I wish I was right at this moment. I wish I had that answer. I guess not, because it didn't come up in the first film. But I seriously wonder that so hard now. He was a skateboarder kid. Who would have taught him stick? His dad wouldn't have taught him stick. His mom wouldn't have taught him stick. His Uncle Joey was locked up. I think he was just kind of ignored and left to do whatever he wanted because his parents were just not with it. Beat Chip said, I prefer when, quite frankly, he's in the studio than streaming at his pad. Yeah, I like him at the studio. I want to see Lorelei the Lava Lamp. Dusty Blue, I'm so at bowling. Playing billiards is my jam. Oh, I grew up with a pool table in our basement. Oh, that's one thing I cannot do is play any pool at all. I don't even know how to hold the stick. Like I can hold a shotgun, but I don't know how to hold a pool cue. That blows my mind to watch people play in pool. That is awesome. I was thinking too just now, like, what if we have a frankly get together at a bowling alley and half of the people there are just like, no way, dude, I'm not fucking touching that. Just at the bar, shot. Okay, I'm ready now. Woo! Chuck the bowling ball like a baseball, get thrown out. Hole in one. Oh, damn, John Rogers, to show you how long I have had it, I got it at Dunham's by Walmart. Yeah, back when that was a thing at our town. Good God, how long ago was that there? Oh, Dandy, that's how Bowling Green got his name. They said it was flat like a bowling green. I remember that now that you're saying that. Oh, I wonder if they have bowling alleys there. Michael said, Nikki, did you end up watching the Theo Von shorts on YouTube? He seems like good snacks for your humor. I watched that video that you put in the comments. It was weird though because you had left me a video before in another comment. I could just tap it and go. But this one I had to actually go into YouTube, go into my video, go down to the comment section, and then tap it. Which it's fine. I guess okay. I gave my video an extra view. But yeah, I did watch that video that you sent. It was he was just talking about. It seemed like it was like a longer show, and he's talking about the drones in New Jersey. But he was wearing these like the kind of aviators where like the front is just like pure silver reflecting back, so you couldn't see his eyes. I did watch that though. I'll have to click on something else see if he's telling jokes. I'd kind of like to see his face while he's being funny. I'll beat Chap. Dig playing pool in the local billiard store. Think they closed permanently. The pool table shop, though. Oh, that sucks. Oh, Patrick, lawn bowls is quite big here in England. Many old folks, though. That's all right. It makes me think of like a croquet without the mallets. You're just kind of just tossing a ball down the grass. John Rogers, the national speed limit when it was made was 55. No, when did they fix that? Michael said Marty could drive manual 100%. Okay. Maybe you just had been around, had a friend teach him, maybe Doc taught him since Doc was such a car guy. That's why he got a DeLorean in the first place. Thinking way too hard about Back to the Future lore now. Love those films. Jenna, Jenna says grind some gears and drop a tranny. LOL. What to go to? Gonna dip to look at the pretty PST sunset. Oh, nice. Joy. John Rogers' The DeLorean was a stick shift. I gotta watch that. It's sometimes it's on Tubi or sometimes it's on Netflix too. I gotta watch that back because the flux capacitor thing, it's gonna be reversed for you, but like was like here where like you like there's usually like storage in a car now, and then they had to have shown the pedal. I just gotta watch it back as many times as I watched that movie. I just gotta watch that. Now I can't drive a DeLorean if it's a stick shift. There goes my dream. Patrick should give snooker a go. Bit complicated though. Oh, Max said Theo and Tim Dillon wear glasses to hide their teleprompter reading eyes. Oh no, are they cheating with notes? You got to do it all on the fly, man. You got to memorize this shit and just go. You can't have your script. You can't have your script right here while you're, it's not a radio show. We're not supposed to see that. You're breaking the fourth wall. Killing our immersion, man. Jenna said, did you see the medals Biden gave out today? So sad. Yeah, probably gave it to his pervert friends. That's what snooker is. I have seen that. Yeah, Beach Chap saying, though billiards/snooker tables are larger, so it makes it harder to line up shots, so preferred playing pool more. Yeah, absolutely. Michael LMAO, Nikki challenging Theo Von because she couldn't judge his eyes. I love being here. It's like he was on a rant about something. I just maybe it's because I'm over the whole drone thing. Um I do like what he was doing. Like he was trying to just saying what he could to get a laugh. See how far it flew. I don't know what kind of numbers this guy does. I don't know how long he's been doing this thing. I'm just judging like the one video I was sent. I didn't like sit there and watch his whole account or anything like that. I just got it. Maybe it was just like cut in an odd place that made it. I don't know a lot about shorts either. I don't know, are shorts supposed to be like vines and just like punchy, or is it just like here's a random? I don't know how long there's. I don't know what's considered a long short. I don't know what's considered a short short. Um, uh, I just don't know. Like if that's probably like the fifth short I've ever watched. Oh, Moon Bunny. Yeah, let me drop this in the chat room for anyone who still has not voted on the movie for us to watch for this month. Clipboard. January movie poll. And John Rogers saying I think the Ohio Turnpike went to 65 in 1990. Oh, that's not that long ago. I mean, it is, but it's not. Wow. That is one place you do have to look out for police is getting on and off the turnpike here in Ohio. If you get off of the turnpike and get onto 80/90, there are some officers around, but you get so far away from that and you don't have to worry about it, at least heading towards my town. Then you get over to Johnstown and you have to make sure you're doing the speed limit, and then you get past that and then you can drive however you want. If you're basically heading to Cedar Point or Cleveland or Toledo after that point, and nobody cares. Beach app, goodbye to the gearbox. Michael. Theo and Tim Dillon wear glasses to hide their autism. Oh, people know I'm autistic now. They saw my eyes. Max said Theo interviewed Trump. Tim Dillon interviewed J.D. Vance, CIA. Is Tim Dillon also a comedian? Brenda, short attention spans. Yeah, that too. Patrick, nearly every pub here has a pool team. Some good, others not so. They take it really seriously. Yeah, if you want to see people like take sports way too seriously, you think it's serious in the US? No. Go to the UK, go to Europe, watch them play their football, watch them tear down a whole stadium because the game didn't go the way they wanted to. And people die and buildings burn and they're cool with it because it was game night. BHF, I changed most shorts to normal YouTube videos on my channel. Yeah, I hate that it's like you can't just have a short video and upload it because I'll have a shorter video, I go to upload it. It looks like I'm uploading a video, and this is stuff I would do for my phone. And then it's like, okay, do you want to publish a short? Fuck no, I want that to be a video. That's gonna be something that's tied in with the Dark Shadows stuff. That can't be a short. It's what, just never mind. Just never mind. I'll upload it later. I'm nowhere near that episode. It's towards the end of the series anyway. Fuck's sake. God damn it, all to hell. Maybe I just have to like download it to the laptop and then upload it to YouTube. Something like that. Let me just jump the hell all around to get the video upload. I mean, like I will, but it shouldn't be that much of a hassle. Michael said, Nikki, I think Theo and Tim Dillon are for you. I'll have to check out the, let me write the Tim. Check that out. Thank you. Beachep saying, yeah, there's still some pool tables in the pubs, though. Some very sneaky people there, so usually don't go to pubs. Yeah. Michael said, Tim Dillon is gay, intelligent, insightful, and not a bitch. His podcast is good. Good in all caps. Yeah, he can be gay. That's all right. Just don't be a fag about it. We can just talk about hot guys. Oh my God. You seen Evan Peters? Dude. Look at him from the back. Jenny, yeah, maybe you have to add dead space at the end and make it a full video. I'm probably just going to have to go so far as to Google, like, how long does a video have to be a video and not a fucking short? Enter, see what YouTube has to say about that. Just to, I'll work it out. It's just so odd. It does not give you that option at all. Now, yesterday Frank mentioned Italian rainbow cookies. Are they just like gay Italian cookies? Are they Italian cookies with a rainbow on them? Is there like a tab of ecstasy like just right in the middle of the cookie so it looks like a big button? He didn't elaborate, just Italian rainbow cookies. I don't know if that's like maybe a June thing. Never heard of those before. I'm kind of surprised. And Dixie called in. Dixie Doodle called in. She was like the first call last night. I think she was surprised she got through. That was so cute. And like she mentioned, she said her name. She said she was from a chat room. So she's a real person. It's not like when people call in and it's just, Earl, no last name, and like gives maybe a state. It's states are not places, chat rooms are places. Say what chat room you're from. But like she said her name, she said she's from a chat room. It's like cool. She knows how to call in. That was so much fun. It's like I know that person. They're always in the chat room. Oh my God, I heard it frankly. King 40 said Theo is okay. I don't hate him, but very overrated. Okay. Max said, talking about that, Tim, his podcast is great. That said, he's paid opposition, just like Alex Jones. Oh, one of those. Jenny, yeah, she did good. And then uh it was, I forget exactly what I said, but it was 7:47, and I mentioned something about Frank's daughter. Uh I forget what I said, but that's not the point because 2 minutes later, she came in the room. It was 7:49. Chat room summoning, because usually she shows up at the start of the show. She never comes in at the middle of the show. But I say one thing in the chat room, and then the girl shows up. That's just how the chat room has been like that since the first month I was there, the first or second month I was there. I don't know when I figured that out, but early on, it's always been a thing. You mention somebody in the chat room and they show up. Or if we get a lot of people like retro, OG Franklies from before we even had a name, like suddenly they just all come out of the woodwork. And like Legacy Rant will be there. And it's just, and they'll keep filing in like people I had not seen for years, or sometimes Petey Face shows up, and like sometimes years would go by before he would be in the chat room, but sometimes he just shows up in there. Oh, Michael said, I may be duped by Tim Dillon. I accept. I was duped by Alex Jones in 2006. I still like Tim Dillon. Okay. Dusty Blue saying rainbow cookies are an Italian American sweet treat that was created by Italian immigrants in New York City. The red, white, and green layers represent the color of the Italian flag. Oh, okay. Oh, I want to have a little Italian cookie. That sounds fun. Rainbow is rainbow stripe, not in rainbow is like, hey. Oh, Patrick's saying to Dusty Blue, men teams and many women teams, darts, pool, card games, lots of different games in pubs. It seems like you go to a pub, it's not just people there like just drinking. It's like people's like having little meetings at their tables doing stuff and like playing games. And it's not just like I'm in here to get a drink. It's like no, no, me and my buddies got to like sit here until 3 a.m. We're on to something. Oh, Michael saying to King, you probably wouldn't like hanging out with my country ass. And Jenna said I grew up in the country too. Oh, Michael, how am I a narc? Man, I didn't say anything about that. Oh, then Frank mentioned this is something Frank tweeted earlier. It was a picture of like $100 bill from, pre 2000. Then when they started like remaking them and making them all like bulbousy and different sizes and stuff like that, and then they had to start making them colorful. Like the $100 bills are blue now with the stripe through it, and it's all a little bit too cartoony and cutesy for me. I like the old school money. That's I don't know, just what I grew up with. It looks like real money. But what I remember was about 2004. I went to I had to go to like the carry out place. Me and my boyfriend went there to like cash our checks, and he went first, and so the lady or whoever is like counting back his money. And as they're doing it, like they do in each of the bills, they get to the 50s and they're pink, like light pink. And I'm standing behind my boyfriend. I'm kind of thinking that is so embarrassing. Handing a straight dude pink money looks like some Monopoly money. That is so fucking gay. And then I, cash my check. I'm getting the same pink $50 bill. It's like, nah, it's whatever. Why did they stop making them pink? Who complained? Gay ass money. Oh, King 40, I love all broads, but country broads have a special place in my heart. Yeah, it's was it a country girls make do? Max said, I'm not a fake chatbot. I'm at home alone and my life legit sucks. Fake chatbots uh most definitely exist. Yeah, chatbots are real. Some people comment, some people behave just like bots. Uh, sorry your life sucks though. Same, except for live shows and quite frankly, a couple other things. It's mostly no fun at all. So if you feel like shit, you can always go to Quite Frankly. There's always a show at Quite Frankly. If Frank's not on, I'm on. And we get a Saturday show. And if you feel like pure shit, just watch some of those Gray Still Plays compilation videos. Just watch them, like the GTA ones. Just watch them all day long. Because when I feel like shit, don't feel like laughing, don't feel like even opening my eyes. That's the only thing I have to put on to make the time pass. And that man will make me laugh, even though I am in zero fucking mood for LOLs. That dude will still like. Oh, I've seen those videos enough times, but I'll hear something new in it and it'll just hit me the right way, and I'm laughing. So I just can't. I'm not saying it like cheers me up and makes the day better, but it's he can make me laugh when I don't feel like it. So that's saying something. And drugs, if you can get drugs, do drugs. Smoke a little bit of pot. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't start doing a drug that will be too hard to detox off of. Beach chap, the bots are often green colored. I know when they say like a handle in YouTube is green, it's just supposed to be somebody who has a membership to the channel. But then those folks act kind of weird, so I don't know. I haven't been in too many channels that have the membership option. They act a little bit. I don't know if they're like saying in cahoots with the channel owner. It's an odd experience. I wish you could choose the color. I don't like the color blue. I'd like to. I wish my handle was green instead. Be Chips. That just reminded me of the American Graffiti films. I know that's one I have not seen. Michael said it's so dope that Nikki is the mod for Frank. Love this girl like a MFer. I was just consistently it was Monday will be my 10-year anniversary at the show, and I didn't miss any of them because quite it wasn't quite frankly it was Zedalza New York, and it was 9 p.m. at night, 2 nights a week. It was Tuesday and Thursday, so even if I did work, I mean at the time I was at a job where was I at? I was getting it done at like 4 p.m. So I had, plenty of time to go to the show at the end of the night. And it was just, there consistently, was not, picking fights with folks or spamming or, acting up or being a fool, or just, having fun. And then again, January 2015, and then it was like May 2016 when Frank had to even start making anybody moderators just because it was still on Ustream and it was just getting big enough that it needed that. So it was like me and a handful of other folks because it was just the one chat room. Brenda saying, "Oh wow, Nikki, Dusty Blue, aw sweet." I can't believe it's been that much time. I had to. Maybe it'll feel more real. In a couple days, I have to keep telling myself like, no, it's been 10 years. It's better than it was 10 years ago. It's better than it was last year. Max asking if I still have a day job. No, I quit my day job in last February, the very end of last February. And my eyes are still healing. And just living off the savings that I had. It would have been, of course, it would have been better to like stay long enough to say get my own computer, but it was honestly it was like getting out of an abusive relationship. I just had to grab what I could and run away while I could. It was just that bad of a place. They are bad people. They're still in business. They have commercials that run to this day. It's a credit card company. I hope they're not in your pocket, or you will find out that they're a bunch of trannies. And then Michael said, "My girl, we cherish you." Oh, thank you guys. I cherish you guys. This time 10 years ago, had nothing, had nobody to talk to, nowhere to go to have fun. And then Anthony Vincent did a live show on the 5th, and I went to my first Zedalza on the 6th because it was a Tuesday. And I didn't know I could be, happy and still have fun because it had been since the end of October since I, felt anything other than just crying. And then even then, I could not cry for, I had no sympathy for anybody else. I could not cry in front of for anybody else other than myself. It was just that bad. Just had just feelings that I would have been able to tap into were just gone. Brenda said you make the chats fun. Oh, thanks. It was because it started out, it was a teeny tiny place. It was, I went from that one live show with Anthony Vincent, and there were, people in there steadily talking for, I don't know, in an hour or so, maybe two. It was a while. Then we'll go over to the first Zedalza, and it's like me, two, three other people maybe, and folks were not really that chatty. I mean, they knew each other, but they weren't, talking like we do. And so, paying attention to the show, watching, Frank and Anthony. It was Frank, Anthony, Petey Face, and Matt McCap. And so I'm getting into what they're saying. And I would just state my opinion and hit enter. And I couldn't give a fuck one way or another if the people in the chat room liked what I had to say or not. I was there to watch the guys. I don't know you people. I don't care about nothing. I'm going to say whatever the hell I feel like it. What are you going to do? But as I did that, people would be like, yeah, man, me too. I was thinking the same thing. Or like, fuck yeah, dude. Or, or they would riff off something I said. And that kept happening. Like, oh, okay, we're like-minded individuals. We're not, nobody had to, be nice to anybody. It wasn't that kind of room. So it's not like they were just saying that to like, light me up and make me feel better about myself. So like, oh no, they're digging what I'm saying. So then that got into, okay, like they were people respond to what I have to say. Sometimes they're a little bit quiet. So that's, like the desire to want people to talk, and plus seeing people in there consistently that I knew. That's why I'm like, hey, I like just shouting people's names to say hi. Because if I said hi to them, it was more likely to get them to talk for the whole show. And it was only an hour long. So what's the point of sitting there quiet for an hour? And it was because like the first live show I went to, there was somebody there at the first Zedalza. I was like, oh, this guy's a fan of Anthony Vincent's other show, cool. And so like I'm hitting it off with him and some other folks, and plus we had people there who had been there longer than me, of course. And that's the room was very like sexually charged. So that was like, hey, this is like a really flirty type of room. I am a flirty type of person. This is perfect. Max says, many jobs are abusive, but a crappy low paying job that treats you better is still worth it. True. Having any job is better because it forces you to leave your shell. Yeah. I'm glad this is a job. Yeah, Brenda, routine helps too. It really does. Michael said, I'm Macaulay Culkin, loving your My Girl vibe. Oh man, don't get you're not allergic to bees, are you? Good movie. That's sad though. I like that's what blows my mind about these people living in like the 1800s and the 1700s, and like they ran their lives like a schedule. Like this time I'm eating breakfast, then I'm going for a walk, then I'm gonna see, appointments for this hour here, and then it's lunch, and it's just like it's so it's like a military with the timing, and I'm thinking, Jesus, how do you do this with yourself? But just not having to have to go punch a clock, you do have to, at least me being a Capricorn, kind of keep myself on a schedule since I do have to be somewhere at 7 p.m. most nights of the week. Like I won't sleep in later than 9 a.m. Like no matter, of course I'm gonna be tired no matter what. I just got to get up and take my energy pill. So I have to be up at least by 9, and then I certainly can't go to bed before 9. So I've got 12 hours right there. I found that like the nicer the staff is, the worse the job is to work at. So I'm sure a place like Chick-fil-A must be a pure nightmare to work at because the customer service is so good. My job apparently had good customer service, but it was nothing but trannies with illegals for customers spreading pedophilia. But then we've got a place in town, I've mentioned it before. It's a pizza place called Chet and Matt's. You call that place, Chet and Matt's, can you please hold? Doesn't matter what time, you have to hold. It might just be for a minute, it might be for 30 seconds, but you always have to hold. It's like they're doing too much. This was back before 2020. I know places are understaffed now, but this was before that. They act like they're too busy to take your order. I mean, they do take your order. They do a good job. They had better food back then. They still do a good job. But they act like you're the last thing on their mind. So that place must be so much fun to work at. I could not work in, fast food again, but that seems to be the way it goes. So if they have meh customer service, probably a good place to work. Great customer service, don't apply. Brenda, yeah, baking day, laundry day, etc. Yeah, laundry day is always on Sunday. So after I do a show, I have to get up earlier than usual at 7:30 to get the laundry going. So it's washed before any ninjas can get in there and fuck with my clothes. And then I line dry everything so they can't fuck my clothes in the dryer. Patrick saying, frankly, fam is special though. And this shines through here. Many thanks, Nikki. Oh, thank you guys. It's just, I needed somewhere to go, and it was only 1 hour for 2 days a week, if we were lucky. And it was the only break I had from reality. It was like 1 hour where I didn't have to think about how shitty things were. It's like, this is fun. I wish this was on the weekends. I wish this happened more often. And eventually it did. It moved over to YouTube and then became, was it 5 nights? I believe it was 5 nights a week for an hour when we were on YouTube. And then it became those 2 hours all at once. Oh, King 40 said, Nixter is loyal to my boy Frank. That is important. So I am loyal to the Nixter. She's good people. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's the thing too with, quite frankly, with Zedalza New York. It's you just be where you're supposed to be consistently. Frank had a show on at the same time every night, so I had a guaranteed place to go to, usually see most of my friends every single night. And that's what got me through till today. Oh, Pickle Gamer, glad you made it. Brenda, I've been trying to do chores the old fashioned way. It's nice. Yeah, and as odd as it is, just the fact that I line dry my own clothes makes me feel more in control of the situation than using a dryer. I know that might sound odd, but it's like I have control over how fast you dry. I can move you around down the line so you dry faster and just I don't know why that is. It just does. And plus you can just like smell all the unscented soap on everything as it dries. I'm very sensitive to smell anyway, so I'm going to notice that. Michael said, I do wonder what Frank thinks about our terrible takes, though. Jenna, yeah, laundry today or naked tomorrow. Yeah. Do you want to wear this? You've been wearing it all week. You trying to wear it out for the rest of the month? What's. When Buddy said, I think Frank is on board. He's mentioned the chat a couple times the last few weeks. Like, he does have the chat room. Michael said, best store guys ever. Nikki, or King, Nikki, quite frankly. Um, Jenna, hi, Dickled. Oh, J5000, glad you made it. Michael said, I'm your friend every night. Yeah, Michael's cool. If you're frankly your fam. Yeah, there was the one time Frank did an episode of Zedalza. He used to not look in the chat room. This is probably how he started to learn his lesson. Because he would do the whole show, he'd barely look at us. We would be having our own conversation. But one day started the show where there was no audio. And Frank, just talking away. We saw his lips moving just fine. We're in the chat room. We're screaming. We can't hear him. He's just going. He's doing all the motions. He's looking around like it's a regular show. And Frank, we can't hear you. This went on for like, I felt like a half an hour. It's probably 20 minutes. And he realized it. And when Frank realizes something, you've never, like, he doesn't like rage quit and throw stuff and shake his hands around or anything, but like you could tell the man was mad. That show ended. He did not come. I think he came back in and she's like, yeah, so the audio's been off this whole time. Stream ended. It was, and so they were just fucked out of the other half of our show. Or if there was not a show, do you think we got a tweet about it or a message about it on Facebook anywhere? Anywhere? Still waiting for those notifications. So like the fact that Frank even mentions that is not going to be a show, that's a godsend compared to 10 years ago. We did not get that. Dusty, it was sweet when visited friends in south of France this summer. He had a washer, but we would hang clothes to dry outdoors on a clothesline. Yeah, see, that's what it's just a regular electric, what we have to put quarters in it. It's washing machine. But then just line dry everything. It's better for like merch. I've got like a hand washer. It's like this big thing. It was cheaper to get a hand washer that had that was battery powered or something that could charge up, electrically. I didn't want electricity involved. So instead of getting like the $50 one, I got, say, the $75 one. It's all manual. So, you got the crank on top, fill it with the water. It's got the hose to drain it out. And the selling point is it's for like, say, like delicates, or if you have say you have to wear let's say I do have to wear wrist braces for my carpal tunnel. I could something. I do have extra ones, so I do just throw them in the washer and then just hang them up to dry. But they do take so long to dry, and I do need them that night. That's why I do laundry so early, so they're guaranteed to be dry by the time I go to sleep. Like, yeah, they might look beat up, but they're clean. Looks like I'm like punching ghosts when I go to bed. Patrick said it's 1:45 a.m. here. Think a couple of pubs are still open though. Michael, we're going hard on the shout outs tonight. Yeah. Oh, Jenna said I bought you a coffee. Oh my god, thank you. Let me check. Oh, somebody else. It's gonna load. Oh, Jenna, yeah, thank you very much. She says, don't spend it all in one place. No, I won't. Yeah. It doesn't. It's so weird because this won't show me an amount, but then I go to another spot. Okay, now it's showing me. Oh yeah, $5. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I won't spend it all in one place. I know I mentioned Starbucks coffee before. That's one of those businesses you have to watch out for, because if you go to like a drive-through Starbucks, the money goes to Starbucks. But if you go to, say, buy like a Frappuccino from the gas station, or if you buy the Starbucks coffee inside of a Walmart, like the K cups and all that, that's Nestle. Nestle owns anything Starbucks sells that is not inside of a Starbucks store. So if you are into Starbucks coffee, buy it from the store. Do not give your money to Nestle. Oh, Jenna, you're awesome. Thank you. Oh, set my alerts on my live stream. I do. I got to get the app in there. Well, I was so damn tired today. I don't know why. It's probably because I'm not drinking those Monster energy drinks anymore. I went through them all, so I'm probably, my body's got to get used to. Like, I wake back up for the show, but everything before that, I'm just like, I gotta do a show. I'm so tired. It's like 5 o'clock now. It's weird. Yeah, I'll get a handle on it. Uh, Now did everybody vote on the movie poll who wanted to? me drop it in here one more time real quick, and then we'll get this finalized because we have to watch movies. At least one every month. John Rogers said, right now I'm using Dollar General coffee. LOL. Yeah. Hey, if it gives you the same taste, buzz, like I know I've got some coffee. It's like Maxwell House because Maxwell House is good to the last drop, but it's probably old. Uh, uh, I'm not like a coffee snob. It's just I look at coffee like I like the way it smells. I'm thinking about the caffeine content. So if I buy coffee, I'm gonna get like a blonde roast because it's not cooked as much, so it has more caffeine. I would rather have like I'd prefer espresso if I'm drinking coffee. Jenny said, I'll never drink Starbucks coffee again. Too strong and it hurts the belly. Yeah, something about it is just too, like you said, hurts your belly. It just something's just too much about it. Like their iced coffee is good in the summertime, but it's like I don't put anything in my coffee. I just drink like I'll stick a straw in it and drink it that way because it'll stain my teeth. But like no cream, no sugar. But then you get a nice coffee. Wow, this tastes so great. That's because they got to put sugar in it. So and who knows how much sugar they put into it when they showed like the pumpkin spice and it's like you got a cup this tall but this much of it is sugar. Like, Jen, I've never had an espresso. Sip it because it's just that strong. It's like, oh, this tastes like coffee. I want to go for a run. That's not normal. So like just sip it. Otherwise, you're just gonna be like shaking. Like, when do I get another one? When do I get another one? Why is my coffee shaking? I don't like my coffee shaking. Watch the episode of Futurama where Fry drinks 300 cups of coffee. It's great. They sold espresso at the McDonald's in the Netherlands, and like one of those, like I could just sip on one and I'd still have some the next day. It was that strong. Yeah, the choices for the movie are the Boondock Saints from 1999, Labyrinth from 1986, The Man Who Would Be King from 1975, and Wings from 1927. Read in the chat room here. Oh, Michael said Nikki is like the queen high shit of Walmart rotisserie. Oh, damn. John Rogers said Menard stopped selling his brand of coffee. Oh, sons of bitches. Jenna said I get a senior black coffee from McDonald's. 99 cents for seniors. LOL. Hell yeah. Good price. Michael, the Costco hot dogs version of coffee. Dusty Blue said, Diamico coffee is best. Family owned since 1948 in my hood in Brooklyn. Oh, okay, I think I've heard of that coffee before. Jenna said I got you some Monsters coffee too. Oh man. I know Frank's coffee, isn't Frank's a light roast too? That's where he's got to be because I know of course everybody sells coffee, so Grace Still Plays has Florida Man coffee, but I believe the reviews I read about it said it was a medium roast, whereas Frank's is a light roast. John Rogers, I'll check Ollie's next Friday. Yeah. Yeah, if you find something you like, buy a little bit extra of it because you don't know if they're just going to decide to stop selling it or whatever the hell happens when whatever you need is not on the shelves anymore. I don't know. It's looking pretty close. Right now we got 52 votes. I might have to call it. That's more votes than last time, too. I had to check. So I'm glad folks are digging the idea or maybe they just like the movie options better this time. King 40 espresso was meant to be taken like a shot. It got turned into something else. Wally World said I've been enjoying Frank's coffee. That's good. Yeah, I mean espresso. You don't get like a cup of espresso. It's just like a little, shot of it. I don't know exactly how much caffeine is in it, but it's more than a cup of coffee. Oh, Lisa Gray said, "Shucks, missed out on the convo. Internet has been off slash iffy all afternoon here. Hi again, and bye shortly after this rate. Modern problems, yeah, first world problems. Get your shit together. Lisa Gray's internet. What the hell's wrong with you?" Dusty Blue said Frank's coffee is good. Yeah, everybody who does get Frank's coffee, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm on the." Isn't there like a subscription for it? So like you keep getting it sent to you, so it's like that. All right, let's see what movie we're watching. That is really close. Okay, it's 8:55 p.m. Well, 20:55 for me. This has 53 votes and it sits at the Boondock Saints with 40%. The Man Who Would Be King got 38%. That's very close. Then Labyrinth with 19% and Wings with 4%. So that means the Boondock Saints got it. And you can watch that on Tubi. Tubi is a free app. You can watch it on your phone, your smart TV, and everything in between. It's got everything the bigger streaming services were just too good for, so that's why they're doing so well. So they also have Dark Shadows from 1966, which I'll be reviewing that. That's too much to watch in a month. You can watch a lot of Dark Shadows in a month, but not quite all of it. Michael said light roast keeps caffeine heavy. No wonder Franco goes that direction. Speed freak. You gotta stay up. He's got stuff to do. Kara said I knew Boondocks would win. Yeah, it's maybe I talked it up too much. I know I have to have watched it sometime, like, again, like roughly in the last 2 years. Not 2 years, sorry, 10 years. I do getting the dates wrong. Let me see if I can see the Boondock Saints search. Uh, they have one on here in Spanish, not that one. Because like the case of like the DVD like that I've seen, that's what they use for the Spanish one. But let me get the uh uh English American version. Let me drop this in the chat room. I mean, of course, I'll tweet it out like normal, but since I've got you guys right here, that's the movie on Tubi. And we will review this on January 25th, so that will give you 3 weeks to watch it. That will be a Saturday. It's because I definitely want to make sure we got something going for February since it's a little bit shorter month. And again, 3 weeks should be enough time to watch a movie that's like how long? 2 hours, something like that. It can't be too long. I was really making sure to not pick another 3 hour movie just in case, but so everything is less than that. But it'll be fun. I'm sure it's gonna jog some memories. Again, action flick. I was almost going to say lines from it yesterday, but I didn't want to spoil anything. It's very quotable action. There's a sequel. If you like this one, look for the Boondock Saints too. Again, Frank does play a clip from either this one or the other one on his show that catch you on the flip side. That guy, that character, yeah. Dusty Blue said, "Cool beans. Thanks for sharing, Nikki. You're welcome. I hope everybody likes it. I mean, if you don't like it too, when we go to review it, you can be like, man, I can't believe I voted for this. This is the worst mistake I've ever made in my life." So, no, it's not that bad. Lisa Gray said I have books, embroidery, 2,000-piece puzzles, and a freaking woodshed. Jenna was telling her to move to the mainland. Patrick said approaching at 2 a.m. here, probably staying up until 5 a.m. Have to see what's on. Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah, Patrick's got 5 hours on us. One to go to if we considered a live watch party on Discord. The only last I knew, the only way to show like stream a movie onto Discord would be is if I had a computer, like it wouldn't let me do it from a laptop. That's the only thing stopping me. I have done I've not done a watch party. I've been to a watch party on Discord before, so like I've seen how it goes. It's just it's kind of like just being it, quite frankly, or whatever. Except there's a movie on the screen, and you just talk in the chat room the whole time. There's no like the host is not like say cutting in or on camera on the corner or nothing like that. I do wish we could do something like that one to go to. That would be fun to sit through, like when we like go through Deadwood. Like, all right, here's a. I mean, each one of those episodes is an hour long, so I don't think we'd be sitting through like 3 hours of Deadwood episodes in one night. But it's something like that to watch together, just to see how everybody's reacting. Like, oh damn, that must have hurt. Like, holy shit, did you see that guy? Yeah, UK is 5 hours. Most of Europe is 6 hours. If you get a little bit farther, it's about 7 hours. But like France, Germany, Netherlands, Spain, all of that is going to be 6 hours ahead. Then if you get more over towards like Poland, Bulgaria, uh, trying to think of people I knew from those countries, like that's when it's like 7 hours ahead. Jenna says I work with folks over there every day at work. Yeah, is there anything else you wanted me to go over? It's just a tad bit over 9 o'clock. You guys gave me some stuff to look up. Michael in the champagne room. No, it would be something that I would have to stream on my own Discord. It wouldn't be something through Frank's Discord. Now, this week coming up, though, since I can see at the show, I mean, next week is just going to be a regular Frankly week. But Wednesday, we are going to, I'm sure Frank still does this. We go over to Morning Sickness Matt after Quite Frankly. So at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, just go to Matt Christensen. And Frank sort of like co host for a half an hour. And the show is, like they say, it's an hour, but then Frank's on there and it ends up being an hour and a half. And they sort of talk about the same stuff. It's just like no lava lamp, but it's still current events. Oh my god, thank you from I believe that's sorry, Kara. $20. Thank you very much. She says, woohoo! Thank you very much. You're the best. So well, yeah, thank you guys for supporting the channel. I do have that opened up in the first two links in the description. It's Venmo and Buy Me a Coffee. 100% of those go directly to myself, whereas a super chat through YouTube, Google would get 30% of that. So this way you're supporting the creator 100%. I will read any of those donations I get, I will read on my next live show so people can hear what you said. You're also supporting the channel. You're not supporting Google. And I'm getting basically getting super chats ahead of when YouTube says I'm allowed to have them because they're not the boss of me. If they hadn't pissed me off on the 26th, we wouldn't have been here. So sometimes having a temper works in your favor. You just have to channel it in the right direction. That's a lesson from that. But you don't have to spend a penny to support a channel. You can just, show up, have a good time, smash the like button, make sure you're subscribed with all of the notifications on. And then if you really like the show, you can leave a comment and you can also share it if you want to. It's entirely up to you. If you're having a good time, then it's great. And I will make sure I get the let me see about getting I want to put up a poll too to see whether or not people use like one or the other, like Discord versus Gilded, to see which one I should like push harder at you guys. I've got them both, of course, but just to see which one would be the better one to use. Lisa, yes, sound righteous advice. Yeah, when you have a bad temper like me, when you have a Scorpio moon, it can either destroy you or you can learn how to use it. So it takes a while, but learn how to use it because that temper will run amok. Want to go to watch a streamer with a laptop who watch parties, Trailer Park Boys, and Grim on Discord. We'll have to see if I can it just has been that many years. It was literally 2020 when I was saw somebody else do it, so maybe I just have to click around Discord. Maybe it's changed in the last 4 years. I'd like to be able to, as long as it's 2 hours, so everything doesn't melt. Then yes. But yeah, Dandy, John Rogers, have a great night, everyone. Yeah, everybody have a great night. Get some good sleep. Make sure you stay warm. Drink some coffee. Get ready for a full week at, quite frankly, next week. And of course, I will tweet out the movie for us to watch for January. Get all that stuff out there. If not tonight, then tomorrow, definitely by Monday. Make sure all that stuff gets out to you so you're not just wondering. And thanks you guys for showing up. It's kind of felt like almost 2 full weeks of shows with Frank being off and then being sick and just the holidays and all that stuff. So I'm just don't even have the words for how awesome it's been seeing everybody. It's gonna be like sort of a relief to not be going live so much next week, but it's also gonna be kind of a bummer. But then I get to see you guys anyway, so it's just in another form. But it's just gonna feel so odd after if I do something for 2 weeks, it feels like a month. So it feels like I've been doing this for a month. So thank you guys for showing up and having a good time and participating. And just by being here, you're participating. And also for going to, quite frankly, like I said, it's been 10 years. I had absolutely nothing and nobody to talk to. And now we're getting together on a completely separate channel and watching movies together and just talking shit about Nestle and other big companies. Just shooting the shit with your friends. If you can't have it in real life, you can have it online. Oh, Kara, appreciate you. I appreciate you guys too. You guys are all the best. You're great for coming here. You're great for being Franklies. And you guys are all good people. We'll have to hang out sometime in real life. We can meet in the Walmart parking lot like a drug deal. Totally legit. So thanks everybody again. Definitely pick up your pants. Otherwise, they're just going to be sitting on the floor for a solid week. You don't want that. You'll just get them back all wrinkled. This is not your laundry service. Oh, Michelle, yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, smash the like before you go. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to smoke out on the balcony. And I do have those movies written down. I've got those folks to check out that you guys mentioned too. So yeah, so I'll catch you on the flip side. I hope everybody enjoys the Boondock Saints. Is that it? Is that everything I say? Yeah, that's what I say. Okay. John Rogers, mine get washed tomorrow. Yeah, same. Laundry day. Gotta love it. Until next time.